Hello, Marcus Guiliano here, international author, business speaker, Forbes Business Council contributor, and restaurant owner and restaurant success coach. So I want to talk today about the biggest downfall of entrepreneurs, the biggest downfall of anybody really, but when it comes to business owners, entrepreneurs, because that's who I work with most of the time. My wife and I coach a lot of restaurant owners, and any kind of owners, any kind of entrepreneurs. We're working with a gym owner right now. We worked with literally all kinds of people, all kinds of businesses and industries. So I want to talk about the biggest downfall of an entrepreneur, of a business owner. Now, I was part of a mastermind group for 11 years. Now I'm part of a new mastermind group, and I have a business coach. So I have somebody who coaches me. And so what I found out through over a decade of working with other people, with other entrepreneurs, is that they just don't execute. We're at a point now where knowledge is not the issue. Between YouTube, between audiobooks, books, between everything that's around us, knowledge and learning is not the issue. There's all kinds of courses we can take. There's free courses. There's courses you can pay for if you want to. There's all kinds of knowledge that's out there. So that's not the issue. We are in the information age, and it's an amazing thing with the internet. But the human brain is wired where it doesn't want to take risks. It avoids risks at all causes. That's just because of our prehistoric ancestors. You didn't want to take a risk because simple things meant big consequences. But now with the advancement today of travel, medical, prevention, food safety, it's a lot easier nowadays. But our brain is still back in the prehistoric age, and that's how it's wired. Right? So people don't take action because of this brain not wanting to go take risk. And when we think we know all this knowledge, sometimes you've heard of people that are like professional students or going to school in their 30s still, and they're still in college, right? They're professional students. They're not going out to get a job. They think learning more and learning more and learning more and learning more is the key to their success, when really the key to their success is execution. Execution. I was like this for years. I still do take courses and I still do read books, but I was at a point where I wasn't executing. I was just absorbing all this knowledge, and I was stuck in my comfort zone. And in the last couple of years, I've gotten out of there, and I've actually written books. I've now written 3 business books. A lot of people I'll say, I want to write a book, but they just won't get out of their comfort zone to write the book. Partially because they don't know where to start. They don't have a game plan, a map. They don't have a coach. And because they just don't want to get out of that comfort zone of doing what they're doing because they're fearing rejection. And of course, like I said, the brain's not wired. So what does make people succeed? We know that, we know this saying, you are the net worth of your 5 closest friends, because you fit in with your closest friends and you do the actions of your closest friends. If your closest friends all drink beer every night, chances are you drink beer every night. All of your closest friends, 5 closest friends, are runners. You're probably going to run every day. If those 5 friends drink beer and run, you're probably going to drink beer and run. So this social pressure thing, the social aspect plays a major part of our productivity and of our brain. If you want to write a book and you hang out with 5 friends that are authors, you're going to write that book much quicker than hanging out with friends that are runners or beer drinkers or, whatever. So the social pressure is amazing when it comes to us doing productivity. And social pressure is also known as accountability. Now, there's a way where you are accountable. And this is why I love my mastermind group, because I was accountable to other people in the group to get things done within every 2-week period. We're having a phone call in every 2-week period. And, this was one of the most beneficial things of my mastermind group. And the group that I'm in now is that we have people that push us, and it's a social accountability, right? You put all of us into a room or on a phone call, and it's like, well, what did I do this week? Well, I had to have done something. I'm not going to get on the phone call next week without doing something. So we all know, or maybe we don't know, about the vacation principle. I suffered for years from the vacation principle. I know I'm going away on vacation. I'll get more work done in 2 days before my vacation than I did the whole week prior, because the pressure's on, right? The pressure's on. I've got to go on vacation, and I got to get all this stuff done before I do it. So it's not that we don't have the capability of doing things and outperforming and or being high-level performers. It's just that our mind's not there at the time to carry this through. I talk to a lot of people that hire consultants, and consultants can cost 10 grand, 5 grand, $100,000. I've known restaurant groups that have paid $100,000 for a consultant to come in and tell them what they need to do. Just tell them what they need to do. And most of these people say consultants don't work because a consultant shows up, they offer their plan, they spend a day with you, 2 days, 5 days, they offer their plan, and then they leave the plan in your hands and they disappear and they go off to the next client that they're going to consult. And what happens is that people look at this plan and say, oh my gosh, where do I start? Again, your brain not wanting to take risks. I'm kind of happy doing what I'm doing. We're kind of making it by. So how do I get to that next level on my own? And a lot of people don't get to the next level on their own. Some people do. Some people are action takers, but a lot of us aren't action takers until we're put into social pressure. And then we are action takers, or until we're going on vacation, right? Like myself. And I know a lot of people relate to that because I talk to a lot of people like, man, I'm going on vacation. I got to get all this work done before I go. And just they put the pressure on and they do it. But imagine if that social pressure was there all the time in the form of a consultant/coach, business professional, mastermind group. That's why I love mastermind groups. And I love a coach. I currently have a business coach that holds me accountable to things. And it's really amazing. So once you commit to somebody else, there's one other person, productivity goes up over 65%. Productivity can skyrocket because you're being held accountable. Social pressure, okay, really takes over at that point. And my wife and I see this all the time. It's like we're coaching clients, and it's like we're constantly telling them, man, great job. And it's like they come back the next week with the list of stuff done because they don't want to get on the phone call like, well, I didn't do anything this week. Now, when you attach a monetary transaction to this, like you're paying a coach, like, for example, I've paid $1,000 a month to be in a mastermind. We only meet 3 times a year, so it's like I paid $12,000 a year for 3 meetings plus travel and all other kinds of expenses. I've paid $16,000 a year to get on a group phone call with a coach, not one-on-one, just a group phone call with other people. I've had a Tony Robbins coach. I've had a local life coach here, that our business coach that helped me when we first opened. So I've had all kinds of coaches over the last 18 years, and these are people that I've worked with in groups or one-on-one. Now, I've had very high productivity with people that I've paid more money to, but even though I'm paying money, like, let's face it, you can't get a coach for $100 a month. Those kind of coaches don't really exist, unless it's hard to get. The more you pay, the more you value something. So if you're paying $500 a month for a coach, you're going to value that more than $100 or $50. And some people say, oh, Marcus, I can create my own mastermind. I'll just meet with my friends. Yeah, what happens when your friends don't take it seriously, or you take it more seriously than them, or one person takes it more seriously, and people don't show up? When I was paying $12,000 a year for a mastermind group, I made sure I showed up wherever the meeting was across the country. I didn't miss one meeting, 33 meetings in a row I made it to, because I was paying. I had skin in the game, 12 grand for the year. And that's where the magic happens, is when you have people that show up and participate. And part of, for you to be able to participate, is having a little skin in the game. That's just the psychology again of the brain. It's like you value something more when you pay for it and you understand the value of it. So my wife and I do coaching. We have lots of very successful clients across the country, restaurant groups, clients, hotels. And we would love to get on the phone with you for 15 minutes. We'll spend 15 minutes with you on free. I'm going to drop my Calendly link on the bottom of this video description, and whether it's in YouTube, on Facebook, I'll have a link for Calendly /calendly.com / like Marcus 15 minutes or something is what it is. So look for that kind of link somewhere on here and click into that link and set up a call with you and go over, what your goals are and how it would feel to achieve those goals, and what it would take to really follow through on those goals and achieve them. Everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate the views, and leave any comments, questions, and I'll be happy to answer. And again, that link is on the bottom, and thank you very much.